what is the risk? What is the beta of this portfolio? Okay, one answer. Weighted average. Okay, let's assume these are equally weighted. 1 quarter, 1 quarter, 1 quarter.
So
what is the answer? Give me the number. What divided by 4 is?
What's the correlation?
1, isn't it?
It's 5.
It's as simple as that.
It's 5.
It's 5.
Oh, is it 5? Sorry. 1.25.
Very simple. Very simple.
Very simple. 2, 4, 5. So if I give you 4 betas, all you need to do is add it up and find the weighted average beta. That's the beta of a portfolio. That's the risk of portfolio. You don't have to sort of go beyond that, because this is how you calculate the average beta. Just weights based on the proportion of investment.
If they're weighted equally.
If they're weighted equally. If not, then you sort of multiply it by weights. This is just to remind you what we mentioned in the class. Okay. What else maybe there? Security market line. I don't know if we did this. We probably did it. So we talked about it. So it's essentially that's a potential numerical question that you may be asked to do in the exam.
What's the structure of the exam? How many questions?
There will be. I just submitted the exam paper, so I know this. There will be 3 questions. Relatively equally weighted. So you may have 34 versus 31, 32, so 2100. But then in terms of discursive versus numerical, again, relatively equally weighted, 50-50%. And covering these areas of, as we said, valuation of bonds or duration and term structure as one topic. The second area, valuation of shares and or businesses. And the third one, portfolio theory and or CAPM. No surprises, this is what the course is about, this is what is tested as learning.
So could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
So the 3 big areas, bonds, shares and portfolio theory and CAPM, i.e. risk return. 3 questions. An equal split between discursive elements and calculation.
So each one will have calculation and...
Yes. So make sure that you pick up on some of the easy formulas. If the calculation looks complicated, you're probably doing it the wrong way. This is not a test of speed of sort of writing or calculation. This is a test of recognizing the concept, applying it, doing a simple calculation, interpreting the result. You as general managers, general MBAs should know about finance, but I don't expect you to sort of go into any calculation of covariances and similar. You'll have this in your QM.
Where there's a requirement calculation, where you're providing the formulas.
Yes, no, I'll list the formulas again, but I will not provide it if you're asking it for the exam.
Yeah.
It won't be given.
We're discussing rely on having got the mathematical bit. So are you going to be commenting on the maths? So if you fail on the maths, what do you do in terms of the discussion?
Well, I will not mark 0 or 100. I will mark anything in between. So if your calculation is wrong, but your interpretation of that calculation is right, I will at least give you 80% of these marks.
For example, like one of your questions, like discuss the weaknesses of CAPM or something like that. Okay, it's like 13 marks. Well, what would you expect to get all 13 marks?
Okay, so you first of all say what CAPM is all about, what are the main components, how it's structured, what's its relevance, what's its use, what's its validity, what are the shortcomings. So there's so many elements which you can just pick up from the reference which I gave you. It's either notes or textbook. So the more you say, the more, the better you present it, and the more sort of, I don't know, structural or critical it is, the better. If you just give me 5 bullet points, I'll give you some marks, but there is nothing there to sort of say, well, this is distinctive, or give you more marks. example, as per the CAPM model, you basically say, let's say that the risk-free rate is such, beta is such, expected return is there, and if this is the line, as per model, and then I give you a rate, which can be either above the line, on the line, or below the line, also this interpretation of that. Yeah. Understanding of what it means. Okay. Any further questions in relation to this? I'll either give you a link or make sure it's there. So this is the summary of where you can find these chapters. Okay. Some specific numerical exercises which we covered in class, again as a list. So if you really want to narrow down and focus on just a few of these, this is your list. So you got there class 2, exercises 3A, and then specific problems, 19, 20, 21. Class 2, then worked examples rather than any specific exercise. Just 1 or 2 worked examples that should be enough as preparation, and so on. E4 means exercises 4, PR means problems, specific particular problems. Essentially, as I said, there will be certain formulas which you need to remember and apply in the exam context, but it's more about interpretation. So if I give you certain ingredients, and the ingredients available point out that the only available approach is, say, growing perpetuity or perpetuity, etc., you just plug in basically 3 numbers. So the first point is understanding that this is the concept, and the second bit is saying what is the C, what is the R, what is the G, and finding the answer. The exam is not there to trick you, but it's there to test your knowledge of basic fundamental concepts with some application of numerical exercises, some sort of interpretation of theory. I'll give you a minute